Downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said
no.
Okay.
See what you did?
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it looks like Adam22 has gotten a taste of his own medicine as he went to the Whatever podcast to debate certain topics such as monogamy and him infamously allowing men to have intercourse with his wife and mother of his child. Now, most of us with any common sense knows that that's just something you don't do. I don't care what you think. The average person knows that this is not okay, and I don't know what agenda Adam has going on, but since he allowed another man to have intercourse with his wife, who is also the mother to his children, he been getting crazy backlash. And to be honest with y'all, I think Adam's plan with that situation was to go viral and create content, but I don't think that he realized that he'll be catching flack for it this long down the line. It's literally something Adam can't live down, as everywhere he goes, they seem to bring it up. In this case, Adam will go on a podcast and be met with a guy by the name of Marquette, who also has his own podcast by the name of The Saint and the Sinner. He also did his own review on the feud with Adam22 during the podcast, so if you want to check that out, you can head on to his page to do so. Now, from my understanding, Marquette and Adam22 don't really like each other like that. Well, actually don't like each other at all, and they were both set up to do the podcast unbeknownst to both of them. Neither one of them knew that each other was going to be there. I think Adam22 was supposed to be scouting for the new Plug Talk girls, which is why all the females were actually around. But he was met with this challenge, and I think that made it all better. One thing I'm a big advocate of is standing your ground no matter what, no matter where you are, right? You should always be yourself, and if you change based on where you are or who you are around, that says a lot about you and your character. I said that in reference to Adam22 because usually on his podcast, he always scolding his guests and asking risky questions purposely, all for the sake of going viral. He usually does that because he knows he'll always have the upper hand, being that he's in his space and he's on his podcast. However, what happens when you remove someone out of their comfort zone and make them feel just a little bit uneasy? Well, here's what will happen.
What do you do for work?
This is amazing.
How do you make
on the
money?
edge of
What do you
walking
do
out,
for work?
Brian. I'm gonna be totally real.
What do you do for work?
And I'm not walking out on like a.
What do you do for work?
I just don't
No, what
really
do you
want to
do for
listen
work?
to a scam artist
You
tell me
can-
what's so
What do you
wrong
do
with
for
our
work?
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
Now, I'll play more clips, but in regards to what you've seen, what led up to that point is Adam not being able to take the same type of trolling that he usually inflicts upon his own guests. During the whole interview, you could tell Marquette definitely was trolling and getting under Adam's skin as he was smiling and keeping calm. Adam, on the other hand, wasn't the typical laid-back, smiling Adam with his eyes getting wide, as you could tell his blood was boiling as he responded to the questions. Now, I can't lie, some of the questions were kind of deep, but this is the life you chose when you put yourself out there and basically pimp out your wife, all for the sake of content. Someone will go on to ask Adam, quote, "How would you feel if your daughter did that?" Sheesh. Now, Adam will go on to call the guy broke, threaten him, all these things trying to deflect from the topic of monogamy and what Adam was doing to his wife. Of course, he had one of the girls that was on his side, and it seemed like it was only because the women were actually there to be selected to be no plug girls, and I'm assuming she felt the guy was messing with their opportunity. So she decided to somewhat defend Adam, but totally missing the case in point at hand. The guy was pretty much just trolling Adam based on his decision to kind of pimp out his wife and trying to explain to him the difference between a real relationship and a not so real relationship that Adam is in. And the thing is, I think Adam gets it. Adam's not stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing, but for the sake of being viral or going viral or trying to have that show that he had with all them guys, whatever spinoff he's trying to do, he gotta carry out this agenda. It ain't no way you could tell me as a man with kids who's married do not understand that. Then he tried to compare kissing in a movie to what he's doing with his wife. Two different things. You know, he tried to say, well, if not being monogamy is doing what I'm doing, then what do you call kissing in the movie? It's two different things. And in the movies, 9 times out of 10, they fake kiss. Even if they do real kiss, it's nowhere near compared to what he's doing with his wife, openly. Now, before Adam would leave the podcast, in which, like I said, he pretty much rage quit. That's what Marquette said. He rage quit. He was going back and forth at first, trying to put his point out there and look cool, laugh it off, calling Marquette a scammer, but he just couldn't take the heat that was in the kitchen. So before he would leave the podcast, he would try to make it seem like he was leaving because if he stayed, he was going to do something to Marquette. But that wasn't it, right? That wasn't the reason. The reality of the whole situation is this. Adam couldn't take the heat that he usually dishes out to his own co-host, his own guest. So what he did was he left like a coward. You know, and I don't like that because it makes me feel that you're not like that out of your comfort zone. You only get to troll and do whatever you want to do when you have the upper hand. But when you're faced with the same type of person that you portray to be on your own platform, you can't take it. And the funny part is Adam tried to be tough, talk about he's going to leave, but the guy clearly stated, when we was downstairs and I seen you, I asked you, did you want to catch the fade? And you didn't say anything. And Adam didn't respond to that. So let's be real. Adam didn't want no heat. Matter of fact, y'all check this out.
I think I'm going to leave, and if any girls want to leave with me, I'd be happy to take you with me.
Hold on. He's rage quitting. He's rage quitting.
It's not a rage quit. It's just you're not on the level of me or any of these girls.
Rage quitting.
Guys, hold on. Let's just take a little pause.
I didn't mean to make him rage quit.
I'm done, Brian. I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I said,
I might
"Do you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked, when I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Okay.
See what you.
Now, here's why I find this to be so hilarious, right? For the first reason is because Adam is one of those guys that loves to pick and choose his battles wisely. Whether it's picking where he's going to be at, or picking who he's going to book, or he's talking crazy about a certain person depending on if they feel less or more threatening. However, in this situation, he literally had no control whatsoever of his surroundings. And it's visibly shown due to his body language and facial expression. He was so uncomfortable. And I feel no shame for Adam because I always tell people that the universe has a weird way of operating where what goes around always come back right around. Adam don't care about being shaded by little drill rappers on his podcast talking about his wife because he's in his own comfort zone. However, he is worried about looking crazy and embarrassed in front of a bunch of attractive women who are supposed to be potential plug talk girls, especially if he's supposed to be their boss and he's getting humiliated in front of them. How are they supposed to look at him after that? And he knows that. It was people calling. It wasn't just the guy that was in front of him. It wasn't just Marquette. Even some of the girls was laughing. They had something to where whoever's tuning in and watching, they could donate money to put a comment up there. They was doing that and they was just bashing Adam, man. So, like I said, it's never fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's what they say, right? And let's just say this time, Adam did not have the gun, man. So it's very interesting to see because, like I said, we don't usually see Adam like this. But now we know, right? Now we know what pushes his buttons. Now we know that he's not the cool, calm, and collective Adam outside of his habitat. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.